Fifth-year senior Ethan Anderson has battled through a bevy of injuries this season to continue being a productive player for UWL men's basketball. In the process, the forward has embodied the idea that there's no I in team. Even before he decided to return to campus for a fifth year, Ethan Anderson was one of the most decorated players in the history of UWL basketball.
He didn't need to come back to lacrosse, right? He decided to add on a minor degree. For him to commit after winning an NCAA tournament game last year that he scored 29 points in, right? It meant a whole lot to us.
Anderson came into the season sitting in 10th place on the program's all-time scoring list, and early on this fall, he was continuing to rocket up the record book.
Our first 9-10 games, we're the we're the third-ranked team in the country. He's scoring well over 20 points a game, playing to over 30 minutes a game with us. We're 9-0, we're undefeated.
But midway through the year, he was bitten by the injury bug.
First, I found out I tore the labrum in my right hip, and then most recently found out the same thing happened in my left hip, and then also tore a tendon in my right thumb, my shooting thumb, and then partially tore a ligament or sprained my left elbow. Kind of hanging on with some glue.
All of the aches and pains have forced the Black River Falls native to step back from his role as a featured scorer and come off the bench instead.
It could have been easy to take a step back. It could have been easy to be disappointed or be like, Coach, I don't know if this is for me anymore. But instead, he's like, Coach, whatever you need. He went from being a dynamic wing player that could get a shot anytime he wanted to now being a four-man that comes off the bench. You would never know by how he approaches practice every single day, all the additional work that he has to go in just to prepare himself for a simple practice, for a simple shoot-around. And it just says so much about him.
It's certainly not how Anderson envisioned his final season would go, but he still has high hopes that the Eagles can make a deep postseason run and send him off in style.
I mean, this program has given me a lot over the past 5 years, and I've put a lot into it as well. And I feel like I just owe my teammates and my coaches in the program my best efforts, and in whatever way that is.